Well, hello everybody and welcome back to MWACattack, your place on the internet for all things photographic. My name is Missy and I am your guide as we travel together those murky waters of professional photography. My goal is to show each and every one of you that being a true professional photographer is a heck of a lot easier than most people think. Well, today's episode has to do with a very important part of owning a photography business, and that is sales, portrait sales. I have been getting a lot of emails from people really distraught over how best to sell their beautiful pictures. And I'm gonna be honest right off the bat. Portrait sales are hard. They're totally hard. I mean, it is a difficult thing to ask someone for money. I have a very hard time asking someone for money, unless it's my husband and I want to go shopping. It's easy. But if it's a client or a customer or someone I don't really know, asking them to pay you can be a little scary. And then it's very difficult when you do in-person sales because you know, you're there and they're there and the pictures are there and you're talking to them and I don't know about you, but I get a little angsty. Ugh, you know, will they, won't they, will they, won't they? It's kind of like when you find a pair of boots that you love or shoes and you ask the salesperson to go in the back and see if they have your size and you just don't know and you're like, please have size 9, please have size 9. You know, will they, won't they? You get that kind of angsty feeling in the pit of your stomach, and that's hard. I don't think anybody really likes to be in that position. Nobody likes that feeling. So for that reason, I have 2 tips for you when it comes to portrait sales, 2 methods for you that I think you'll find will alleviate all of the stress involved in selling your beautiful pictures. And the first tip is simply this: don't sell them. What do I mean by that? Easy. I find if you offer a client a session, say a 30-minute session, and with that session price comes a CD, listen up, this is important, and on that CD are 10, 15, 20, 50 images fully retouched, and by that I just mean you run actions on them, included in the price. Once you hand the client that CD, you're done. You're done. It's a brilliant idea because it eliminates the need to sell any pictures. You see where I'm going with this? They've got the CD, so they will never come back to you for pictures. If they want pictures, the power is now in their hands to order them. So they will take it to Costco or Walgreens or Rite Aid or Walmart, and they will print their own pictures. Isn't that a fantastic idea? You no longer have to worry about trying to show them what you think are going to be best or help guide them through a process. Please, you are not a photo Sherpa. You are simply a picture taker. That's it. And you give them the CD and they're on their merry way. Now, the only thing I encourage you to remember with this method is that when you give them the CD, you do eliminate any chance of having pictures ordered through you. So you kind of have to do a lot of these sessions to make up for that fact. You know, you might need to do, I don't know, 5 or 6 to make up for one actual portrait order, but it's totally worth it because you do not have to go through the stress of sitting down with them and actually selling them images. So I think the extra work makes up for it. My second tip for you, again, is something I know a lot of you who are ahead of the curve are already doing, and that is once the session is over, take the images and put them online. I know it's so simple, but it really is a fantastic way to remove yourself from the sales process. Now, where do I do that, Missy? Oh my gosh, there are so many websites out there. My BFF has one where you just simply pass it on to the client. The show-a-tears will let you just pass it. There's another really popular one It's smug something. Smug cup. Smug. I don't know. They're just smug. I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it. They allow you to do the same thing, and it's wonderful because, let's face it, you've already spent time bonding with the client. You've met with them. You've booked their session. You kind of started a relationship during the session with them. You do not need to meet with them in person to further that relationship. Please, it's already cemented. You can just take those images that mean so much and just put them on a website. And the great thing about putting them on a website is kind of the same principle that applies to the taster ladies at Costco. I love Costco. And when I'm there picking up my portrait orders and doing my shopping, I love when the taster ladies are out, because when I go around and have a little bit from each of the taster ladies, I find that I don't buy as much. And when you put them online, it's the same thing. When I don't buy as much, it's so much easier for me because it's less I have to haul out of the car and put away in my pantry. The same with your online proofing systems. The longer you put them online, the more the client gets to look at them and enjoy them and then kind of eat them with their eyes, the more filled up they are. So the less they are likely to buy. See where I'm going with this? The smaller the orders, the less poses they're going to want to go from, which means it's a lot easier for you. The smaller the order, the more time it frees up for you. The less you have to run actions on, the less you have to worry about ordering. It's fantastic. And a lot of these online sites will even ship them straight to the clients. So you really don't even need to deal with seeing them again after the session. Technology is great, and you really need to make it work for you. Because of technology, you really never have to be back in a room with a client showing them their pictures after the session, freeing time up for you to do other things that you really enjoy. Gosh, I really hope that you learned a little something today. I hope I was able to help. If we're not friends on Facebook, why the heck not? You can find me at facebook.com/MWACattack. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.